Hey guys, please excuse my appearance. I haven't gotten ready myself yet this morning because I need to do this before I do that and get distracted with other things. What I'm talking about is I have my very first bridal client tomorrow, and I've already set aside a bunch of stuff which you would have heard me talking about in my Shop My Stash video. And we've already done a trial. There's a lot going into it. I'm hoping I do a good job. It's one of Jeremy's best friends is getting married and I'm doing the bride's makeup. And like I said, I've never done other people's makeup before except for like the trial we did. So we picked out the colors we want to use and all of that. But as I'm packing my bag, I want to share with you what I'm bringing. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be doing someone's makeup for prom or their wedding or whatever again, but I would love it if you are a makeup artist to leave me your suggestions down below. Give me some ideas of products that might work better next time or ones that you recommend. Maybe things like, this is not my kit, this is my personal makeup, and since I personally know her, she doesn't mind using my makeup and my brushes. I don't have like two separate things, like a professional kit and then my own makeup collection, if you know what I mean. So maybe just some product recommendations on things that should be in my kit. I would find that really super helpful, but I do want to share with you what I am bringing along with me tomorrow. And I guess that's all I need to explain. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's get started. Alright, so I've started to lay things out here. I'm trying to get organized. I don't have a train case or professional looking travel case, so I'm just going to be packing this up in a clear packing cube situation. I am going to start here with the tools I'm bringing. So I'm bringing my Shuamura eyelash curler, some duo lash glue, which that is one thing that I still need to pick up. I'm picking that up this afternoon. I'm going to pick up some falsies that she can then keep. I'm bringing two beauty sponges. These are clean. They're pretty old. I do need to get new ones, but they're just stained, but they are washed, of course. I wouldn't use dirty makeup sponges on my own face, let alone a client's face. Now this brush roll is from Sephora. It's one of their little collections, but I don't have just those brushes in here. I did switch them out for my needs and my preferences. I'm going to be adding this big fluffy powder brush to this roll. I'll just shift things over a little bit and I'll explain why in a second. But this is just a regular paddle powder brush, a foundation brush, a bronzer or contour brush. It's a large angled. I like using those for bronzer. I have a small blush brush. This is from SL Miss Glam. A fan brush for highlight. I did bring this just in case I need it. I don't typically use brushes like this, but if her lashes get clumpy or something, I figure it's good to bring with me just in case. And then for eye brushes, I brought a few larger shadow brushes, of course a bunch of blending brushes, an angled brush, and a smudger brush. I might add a pencil brush to this as well. We'll see. But with what is in here, I did successfully complete her makeup and it turned out really well during our trial. I'm going to add this in though because I think that will come in handy. Moving on right here. Now this is what I am most concerned about. She has a very large back tattoo that is literally the whole upper portion of her back, shoulder to shoulder, and it's going to be right down to the edge of her dress, and she does not want it in her wedding photos, and her photographer does not want to edit it. So I've already covered her tattoo 2 times in the past. Once when I did her face makeup wedding makeup trial, and one other time because this is what I'm most concerned about. This combination right here worked amazingly. Her tattoo has very dark outline, a very dark blue outline, and then light blue shading. So this Maybelline corrector, this is in the apricot for dark circles, light to medium skin tones. This is very dark. I wouldn't really use this on the face to correct dark circles if you had a light skin tone. However, this worked so well at color correcting the blue of her tattoo. The first time we tried to cover it, I did not have this product, and even with multiple layers of the foundation, it just ended up looking like a bruise. With this underneath the foundation, it worked amazingly. So the trick to covering a tattoo is, in my very limited experience, was using a primer underneath, then using the color corrector, setting it, and then doing foundation, set, and about 3 layers with the Lock-It foundation covered it completely. So that is what we're going to do. I do have the medium 52 neutral shade because she got quite a bit of sun, and this matches the top of her shoulders. So I'm going to have to blend this very well across her entire back and down into the line where her dress begins. That was a very long explanation. If you have any other tips for covering a tattoo, it will be too late by the time I post this video, but maybe for next time, if there ever is a next time, I will appreciate your feedback. But this did work very well in our trials. I already showed you the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I am going to be using this on her face as well, and I'm also going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing primer because her pores on her cheeks are a problem area just like mine, and this is my favorite primer for that specific skin issue or skin concern. For foundations, I'm bringing 4 because we are in the warmer months and I don't know how much of a tan she may or may not have gotten since the last time I've seen her. So I'm bringing a white foundation mixer here just to adjust anything as needed. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Soft Ivory is the lightest shade and is much more neutral. It says it's warm, but I find it to be more neutral than these two. This is Double Wear in 1N1. The sticker didn't come on this one, and then this one is in 1W2. If she has a bit more of a tan, I will be reaching for this one. She's a pretty similar skin tone to myself though, so I feel like those 4 will look good in photography. Well, I mean these 3, this is just a mixer, but it will not affect it. They will look good in her wedding photos and will hold up well throughout the day. It is a later evening ceremony, so I'm not too worried about the heat, but I mean, better safe than sorry, right? I will be setting her under eyes probably with the e.l.f. HD powder. And the concealer I'm bringing is the Maybelline Fit Me Medium Coverage Natural Finish. It looked really nice on her when I did her makeup previously. And then I'm bringing the L'Oreal True Match powder. I wanted a colored powder, and this is the only one I currently own. All my other ones are translucent. And then this will help color correct her foundation a little bit as well if it's slightly too warm or cool. For eyes, this is what I have going on. I have my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It is amazing. This It Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil in Universal Taupe. It's quite light for me, but she is blonde, and this was the perfect brow color for her. We bought a new mascara. She will obviously keep this. She actually paid for it. But she wanted to keep it with the rest of the makeup I'll be bringing. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. We both love this mascara, and I made sure to get the waterproof version just in case there are any tears. She doesn't expect to cry during her wedding, but you just never know, and you don't want any mascara dripping down your cheeks during your ceremony. That would be terrible. I'm bringing 2 palettes. I probably only need this one, but I thought I'd bring my MAC one just in case. As you see, I only have 6 shadows. I actually used All That Glitters all over her lid last time and used Soft Brown in her crease, but I could get away with just this. This is an Ofra Pro palette, but inside are Makeup Geek shadows. And I just feel like these are really great neutral tones that are going to be perfect for wedding makeup. I mean, we have peach smoothie, creme brulee. Those are great transition type shades. I can deepen things up if I want. I actually mixed those two together for her lash line. I thought liner would be too harsh. So I mixed Mocha and Corrupt. Is that what this one is? Yeah. To do like a dark brown liner on her lash line, just to keep things soft and feminine. And then I do have shimmers here that we can choose for her lid. She wasn't too picky. And I do have a Makeup Geek blush in here. I don't think I'm going to use this, but it's just in this palette already. It's in the shade Cherish. So those are the shadows I am bringing. For cheek products, I'm bringing the Butter Bronzer because this is a great neutral shade. I don't want her looking muddy or orange in her pictures, of course. So that is what I'm bringing. The Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso is a beautiful, can't get it open with one hand, peachy blush with a like gold shimmer in it. It looks beautiful in photography. When I have pictures done, I love wearing this blush. And then for highlight, I'm bringing the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder and Highlight 01. I didn't want anything too metallic on top of her cheekbones. I just wanted her to look glowing and beautiful, and that's what this highlight provides. So that is the one that I chose. For lips, I'm not sure if she's going to want to wear gloss, but this is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Fairy Floss, just a great neutral nude. And then this is the lipstick that we chose previously during our trial, and it's Aquarius. It's just the perfect neutral nude. I didn't want anything too pink or too brown, just something that's really timeless. And that is definitely this shade. I think I'm getting really low on this, and I hope I don't run out anytime soon. And then, of course, to finish everything off, I have MAC Fix Plus because that is just an essential for beautiful, glowy makeup, in my opinion. So this is what I'm bringing. Like I said, we've already done a trial, so I don't feel like I need to bring too many products. Like, I brought 1,000,001 lipsticks the first time, and this is the one that we ended up going with. I'm just trying to not carry around too much. And since I know her as well, it's making things a little bit easier. She asked me to do her makeup, of course, and she knew going into it that I had never done it before. I'm not charging her. This is kind of her wedding gift from me, if you will. And of course, I wouldn't feel comfortable charging her, one, because she's a friend, and two, I've never done it before. But yeah, so this is what I am packing for my very first bridal client. Here are the tools, and I'm picking up lashes this evening, but it would be dark by the time I came back, so I couldn't film it once I got those. I'm thinking of getting the Ardell Demi Wispies. She is not a lash wearer, but they look great in photos, just to add a little bit of a pop, but won't be too heavy on her eyes. If you liked this video, please do give me a thumbs up, and your suggestions and recommendations down below. I'd love to get your feedback. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!